Alright, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Sony Open recap, just briefly going over how Colin did in the tournament and what he could have done better and whatnot. I'll also be going over the 3 picks I had for last week, as well as what we should be looking forward to for Colin in the near future. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so we'll go over the negatives first. So basically, Colin's tournament was, I wouldn't say derailed, but it was definitely hampered by these double bogeys that he made in the first round and the third round. He's usually been really good with keeping his mistakes to a minimum, but on the first round at the 12th hole, he drove it into the water, and then he had to re-tee it, hit a nice drive, hit one close, but couldn't make the 7-footer for bogey. And then in the third round, he drove it to the spot where you can see right there, number 1. And then he had tree trouble from that spot. You can't see that on the diagram, but he actually ended up hitting a tree and it bounced into the bush, as you can see in the little description or detail or whatever. And then he had to take a penalty because he couldn't hit from the bush, and then eventually it just ended up being a 16-footer for bogey, 2-putted for double. So those were the bigger mistakes in the tournament. There's also some smaller ones that come along every tournament. Like, nobody's perfect, obviously, so, but I just wanted to point out the 2 double bogeys. That's 4 dropped strokes right there. But other than that, he actually had a really good tournament. As you guys can see here, I've included screenshots of some of the holes that he made birdie. You guys can see a couple of long putts, 33 feet, 24 feet, as well as approaches that were really close to the hole. And as you guys can see the stats, he led the field in strokes gained approach, and he had positive strokes gained putting, so he's been trending up in that department. And then usually Colin doesn't have a negative strokes gain off the tee, but those drives that found the rough, found the water, definitely lowered his stat in that department. So a couple of cons, but definitely a lot of pros to take away from this tournament. Alright, so my 3 picks of the week. I had Sungjae M, Webb Simpson, and Colin for my 3 picks. You guys can see the results there. Sungjae was 9 under, Webb was 19 under, Colin 18 under. So I missed on Sungjae. I definitely did not expect him to have as bad of a tournament as he did. He made the cut on the number, and that's just usually not the case for Sungjae. And then obviously Webb and Colin played well. They played to their standards, top players in the world. I think both of them feel like they could have came away with the win here. Webb had a slow third round where he really couldn't make any birdies. And obviously I talked about how Colin definitely could have been up there if he didn't have those mistakes. And then Takumi Kanaya missed a cut by 1 stroke. He was the amateur that just turned pro, I believe, earlier this year, and he had been doing really well. But he was my sleeper pick, and unfortunately that missed this week. So I'll definitely do my research for the next event that Colin plays, and hopefully I can actually get the winner this time around. And it was Kevin Na who won the Sony this week, so congrats to him. I'm a big fan of him, so nice to see him win again. And now looking forward to the next tournament that Colin's playing. He's actually going over to Dubai, playing in the Omega Dubai Desert Classic at Emirates Golf Club. So he's taking a week off, and then instead of playing at the Farmers, he's going to go overseas. So it'll be the second time in around a month that he's over in Dubai. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be a tough time tracking, obviously, because it's overnight. And hopefully it pays off for Colin. I do want him to get that Euro Tour win, whether it be here in Dubai or wherever he plays next. So yeah, I think that's all I have for the recap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I tried to put a little more effort in this one, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one more. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be the outlook or predictions or whatever for this tournament in Dubai. So looking forward to making that. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a good day. Peace out.